My beloved child, come close and listen with the ears of your spirit, for I have seen the quiet moments of your desperation, and the heavy sighs that escape your lips when you look upon the emptiness of your resources. You have walked a path where scarcity seemed to be your only companion, where the numbers never quite added up, and where the weight of tomorrow pressed down upon the fragility of today. I have watched you in the stillness of the night, calculating, worrying, and wondering if the cycle of lack would ever find its end. But I am here to tell you that the season of the void is coming to its final hour. I am the architect of the heavens and the earth, the one who calls the stars by their names, and ensures that not a single sparrow falls without my notice. If I can clothe the lilies of the field in a splendor that outshines the greatest of kings, do you truly believe I have forgotten the needs of my own child? The wallet you carry, which has felt light and hollow for so long, is not merely a vessel for currency. In my eyes, it is a symbol of your trust and a canvas for my provision. This time next year, as the cycle of the seasons completes its dance, and the sun returns to this very spot in the sky, you will look back at this moment not with the pang of regret, but with the awe of a witness who has seen the impossible become the inevitable. I am speaking a new reality over your life, a covenant of abundance that does not depend on the shifting winds of the world's economy or the fragile logic of men. My economy is governed by the laws of the kingdom of light, where giving leads to receiving, and where what is placed in my hands is multiplied beyond your human comprehension. You have felt the sting of lack, the quiet embarrassment of being unable to meet your obligations, and the persistent fear that you would always be the one left behind while others flourished. But I am the God of the turnaround. I am the Father who delights in giving good gifts to his children, and I am not looking at your bank balance. I am looking at your heart. I see a heart that has been refined in the fire of hardship, and it is now ready to be a conduit for the blessings I am about to pour forth. This message is not a mere wish or a fleeting hope. It is a divine decree issued from the throne of grace. I am opening the windows of heaven to release a flow of favor that you will not have room enough to contain. This does not mean the path ahead will be devoid of movement, but it means that your movement will finally bear the fruit of prosperity instead of the thorns of constant frustration. Believe that the drought is over. Believe that the rains of my favor are beginning to fall upon the parched ground of your finances even now. You have survived the lean years so that you can truly appreciate the years of plenty that I have prepared for you. You have learned the value of a single coin in the wilderness, so that when I entrust you with much, you will know how to use it with the wisdom and grace of a true steward. Let go of the anxiety that grips your throat when the bills arrive. Release the grip of fear that makes you hoard the little you have, for a closed hand can neither give nor receive. When you open your hands to me, you create the spiritual space for me to fill them with what you lack. This time next year, the emptiness will be nothing more than a distant memory, a testimony of where you once were compared to the overflowing cup of where I have brought you. I am your provider, your Jireh, and my resources are infinite. Do not measure my ability by your history. Your history is a collection of human moments, but my power is eternal and unchanging. I am moving behind the scenes of your life, aligning opportunities you did not seek, opening doors that no man can shut, and softening the hearts of those who will be the instruments of your breakthrough. You are moving from a place of not enough to a place of more than enough. This is the year of the shift. This is the year where the shadows of debt and the clouds of poverty begin to dissipate under the warmth of my favor. Walk with me, trust in me, and watch as I transform the very fabric of your material life to reflect the abundance of my love for you. You are my heir, and the riches of the kingdom are yours to access through the key of your faith. Let this word settle deep into your marrow. Let it silence the voice of the enemy who whispers that you will always struggle. You will not always struggle. You are being positioned for a harvest that you did not even plant. Your wallet will not be empty, for I am the one who fills it, and my supply never runs dry. I am your Father, and your prosperity is my pleasure. The silence of the lean years is being broken by the sound of an abundance of rain. Can you hear it? It is the sound of heaven's treasury opening for you. My child, I have seen the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, calculating numbers that never seemed to add up, feeling the cold grip of anxiety as you wondered how the ends would meet. I was there in every sigh, in every whispered plea, and in every moment you chose to be generous even when you felt you had nothing to give. Your faithfulness in the small things has not gone unnoticed. It has been a sweet incense before my throne, and now I am responding with the weight of my glory. I am shifting the atmosphere around your finances from one of barely surviving to continually thriving. This transformation is not a slow leak. It is a dam breaking. I am removing the obstacles that have frustrated your progress. The red tape of bureaucracy, the unfairness of systems, and the hidden agendas of those who sought to hold you back. I am clearing them all away. You will find that where things were once difficult, they are now easy. Where you once had to knock until your hands were raw, doors will now swing open before you even reach them. I am giving you favor with people you have never met. They will feel a divine compulsion to assist you, to invest in you, and to open pathways for you that you could not have carved out for yourself. This is the year where the impossible becomes your daily bread. I am looking at the calendar of your life, and I am circling this date. 1 year from now, you will stand in a place of such abundance that the memory of your current lack will seem like a distant dream. I am not just filling your wallet, I am healing your heart from the trauma of poverty. I am removing the scarcity mindset that tells you to hide, to hoard, and to fear. I am replacing it with the mind of a king, a mind that knows the resources of the kingdom are infinite. You will walk with a new posture, a new confidence, and a new peace. I am the one who calls things that are not as though they were, and I am calling you prosperous. I am calling you provider. I am calling you blessed. Your hands are being anointed for increase. Everything you touch will begin to show signs of life and growth. Your investments, your work, your ideas, they will all carry the mark of my favor. I am even restoring the years that the locusts have eaten. The losses you suffered in the past, the money that was stolen, the opportunities that were wasted, I am bringing it all back with interest. My justice is not like the justice of men. My justice includes restoration. You will see a supernatural acceleration. What normally takes years to achieve, I will do in months. What takes months, I will do in weeks. I am collapsing time for your sake. You are entering a season of suddenlies. Suddenly the debt will be canceled. Suddenly the contract will be signed. Suddenly the resource will appear. Keep your eyes on me, not on the waves of the market or the news of the world. I am your source. I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. I am leading you into green pastures and beside still waters. The path I have set for you is paved with gold, not just for your comfort, but for the glory of my kingdom. You will be a light in the darkness, showing the world what it looks like when a child of God is fully supported by their Father. My love for you is the foundation of this promise. I do not give because you have earned it. I give because you are mine. Your wallet will not be empty, your cup will overflow, and your life will be a living testimony of my goodness. Trust the process, embrace the shift, and prepare your storehouses, for the harvest is truly great. I am with you, I am for you, and I am providing for you now and forevermore. The very ground beneath your feet is being blessed. I am speaking to the seeds you sowed in tears, commanding them to erupt into a harvest of joy. Do not look back at the seasons of drought with regret, for they were the training ground for your character, preparing you to carry the weight of the blessing that is now arriving. I am teaching you how to manage the overflow so that it does not manage you. You will be the master of your wealth, not its servant. I am giving you a heart that is large enough to encompass the needs of many, and I am giving you the means to meet those needs. This time next year, your testimony will be, "Look what the Lord has done." It will not be a testimony of your effort, but of my grace. I am your Father, and I am delighting in your prosperity even now. Every chain of lack is shattered. Every shadow of debt is burned away by the light of my presence. Walk forward into this promise, for it is your inheritance. My Spirit is moving in your bank accounts, in your ledgers, and in your business ventures. There is no corner of your material existence that is hidden from my light. I am the God of the whole person, and your financial freedom is part of the freedom I purchased for you. Receive it, believe it, walk in it. This time next year, the emptiness will be a memory, and the abundance will be your reality. I am opening the storehouses of heaven, pouring out a blessing you will not have room enough to receive. Your hands were made for more than just clinging to survival. They were made to hold the bounty of my love. Fear not, for the transition has already begun. The transition has already begun, and you will feel it first in your spirit before you see it in your hands. Do you not perceive it? The weight that once sat heavy upon your shoulders, that suffocating pressure of not enough, is being lifted by my own hand. I am your Jehovah Jireh, the God who sees and the God who provides. I have seen the nights you spent calculating and recalculating, trying to stretch what was already thin. I have seen the quiet sacrifices you made to keep your integrity intact. Do you think I have forgotten? I tell you, not a single prayer for provision has fallen to the ground unheard. I am the one who multiplied the loaves and the fishes, and I am the same God yesterday, today, and forever. Your wallet will not be empty this time next year because I am rewriting your financial DNA. I am breaking the curse of the barely getting by and ushering you into the blessing of the overflow. Look to the horizon of your life, for the sun is rising on a new season of stewardship. I am not just giving you money. I am giving you the power to get wealth so that my covenant may be established in the earth through you. You are a conduit, a riverbed through which my resources will flow to reach a thirsty world. And because you are a river, you will never be dry. The more you give, the more I will pour in. The more you trust, the more I will entrust to you. I am sending angels of provision to stand at the four corners of your life. They are bringing back the harvests that the locusts have eaten. They are redirecting resources that were diverted by the enemy. I am speaking to the hearts of people you do not even know, commanding them to favor you. I am opening the eyes of your understanding to see the opportunities that others miss. You will walk through the marketplace with a quiet confidence, knowing that your Father owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. When others are trembling at the news of economic shifts, you will remain steady, for your foundation is not in the systems of men, but in the economy of heaven. This time next year, your conversations will change. You will no longer speak of lack, but of strategy. You will no longer speak of survival, but of legacy. You will no longer speak of what you cannot afford, but of what I have enabled you to build. I am healing the trauma of poverty in your soul. I am removing the orphan spirit that fears the source will run dry, and I am replacing it with the spirit of sonship that knows the Father's house is full of bread. Feel my peace washing over your finances right now. It is a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that stands guard over your bank account and your mind. I am clearing your path. Every legal entanglement, every bureaucratic delay, every blockage to your promotion is being dissolved. I am the waymaker, and I am making a way for your prosperity to manifest. You will find favor in the eyes of lenders, you will find favor in the eyes of employers, and you will find favor in the eyes of the market. But remember, my child, keep your heart close to mine. Let the abundance draw you nearer to me, not further away. For the greatest wealth you possess is the intimacy we share. As your wallet fills, let your worship increase. As your influence grows, let your humility deepen. I am doing this for you because I love you, and because I want the world to see what happens when a child of God walks in their inheritance. The drought is over. The rain of my goodness is falling. Prepare your storehouses, for they shall be filled. I am releasing creative ideas into your dreams tonight. Pay attention to the whispers of inspiration, for they are the blueprints of your next level. I am giving you the wisdom to multiply what you have, to plant in the right soil, and to harvest at the right time. You will not toil in vain any longer. The ground you walk on is being blessed. The work of your hands is being consecrated. From this day forward, let your mouth agree with my promise. Speak of abundance as if it is already in your hand, for in my kingdom, faith is the currency that precedes the gold. You are being positioned for greatness, not for your own pride, but so that you may be a blessing to many. The storehouses of heaven are not limited, and my love for you is boundless. This is my word to you, and my word does not return void. It will accomplish that which I have sent it to do. Rest in this promise. Walk in this truth. The transformation is here, and it is glorious. Do you feel the shift in the atmosphere of your life? It is the sound of chains falling away, the invisible links of scarcity, and the heavy iron of lack that have bound your family for generations. I am looking into the depths of your heart at this very moment, and I see the silent prayers you whispered when the bills were high and the hope was low. I heard you in the midnight hour. I have always heard you. This season is not merely a change in your bank balance. It is a total reconstruction of your identity and your destiny. You are no longer the one who begs. You are the one who bestows. You are no longer the one who borrows. You are the one who lends. I am anointing your mind with a divine clarity that surpasses all human understanding. Where others see obstacles, you will now see opportunities. Where others see a barren desert, you will see the hidden springs of my provision. I am opening doors that no man can shut, and I am firmly shutting doors that were leading you into cycles of debt, wasted effort, and despair. This time next year, you will look back at this moment and realize it was the definitive turning point in your lineage. The emptiness you feared is being replaced by a fullness that overflows. I am sending people into your life who will be instruments of my grace, mentors, partners, and even strangers who carry the keys to your next breakthrough. Do not be afraid to step out into the unknown when I call, for I am already there, waiting to meet you with the resources you need. My supply is not dictated by the economy of this world or the fluctuations of the market. My supply is infinite, drawn from the riches of my glory. I am teaching you the rhythm of the harvest. You have sown in tears, and now you shall reap in joy. Every seed of kindness you have planted, every moment of integrity when it would have been easier to compromise, every act of hidden sacrifice, none of it has been forgotten by me. I am the God of the recompense. I am bringing back to you sevenfold what the locusts have eaten in the years of your struggle. Your wallet will not be empty because it is no longer just yours. It is a vessel for my kingdom. When I pour into you, I know it will flow through you to heal a broken world. I am looking for those I can trust with the wealth of the nations, and I have found favor in your sight. Stand tall, for your head is being lifted above your enemies. The spirit of poverty is a lie that I am exposing today. It has no place in the heart of my child. I am filling your hands with the tools of creation. You will build, you will expand, and you will leave a spiritual and physical inheritance for those who come after you. This is the year of the open hand. As you open your hand to receive, keep it open to give, and you will find that the flow never stops. The oil in the jar will not run dry. The flour in the bin will not fail. I am the great I am, and I am enough for you. I am more than enough. Feel the peace that settles over your finances now. It is the peace of knowing that your Father is the owner of every hill and every valley. You do not have to struggle in the dark anymore. I am the light that guides your investments, your career, and your stewardship. This prophecy is etched in the heavens, and as you receive it into your spirit, it begins to manifest in your physical world. Believe in the impossible, for I am the God of the miraculous. Your wallet is becoming a symbol of my faithfulness. Every time you open it, let it be a reminder that I provide for the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, and you are far more precious to me than they. I am sealing this word in your heart. It is done. It is established. It is yours. Walk forward with the stride of one who knows they are loved, protected, and abundantly provided for. The shadow of lack has vanished in the light of my presence. I am watching over my word to perform it. You will not only have enough for yourself, but you will be the source of relief for others who are still in the storm. I am establishing you as a pillar of strength. This is your inheritance. This is your time. Rest in me. As you rest in my presence, I am working behind the scenes of your life in ways your eyes have yet to see, and your heart has yet to fully comprehend. The transition from the desert to the promised land is often a quiet one, a shift in the spirit before it is a shift in the hand, and I am telling you today that the shift has already occurred. Your wallet, which has felt the weight of emptiness and the sting of lack, is now being consecrated as a vessel of my divine supply. I am not a God who gives sparingly. I am the God of the overflow, the God who gathered the fragments so that nothing would be lost. I am looking into the depths of your financial history, into every moment of lack that caused you to doubt my goodness, and I am rewriting that narrative with the ink of my grace. This time next year, the reflection you see in the mirror will be that of a person who is no longer hunted by debt, but who is a hunter of opportunities to bless others. I am expanding your capacity to receive. Often, my children pray for a harvest while their barns are too small or their hearts are too constricted by fear. Today, I am enlarging your heart. I am breaking the boundaries you have placed on my ability to provide. I am the God of the widow's oil and the 5 loaves. I am the God who pulls coins from the mouths of fish to pay the taxes of my children. Do you not know that the silver and the gold are mine? Do you not realize that the cattle on 1,000 hills belong to your Father? I am inviting you into a new level of intimacy where your financial needs are no longer a source of distance between us, but a bridge of trust. I am healing the trauma of poverty that has gripped your family for generations. I am breaking the cycles of just getting by and making ends meet. You were not created to simply survive. You were created to reign. I am placing the scepter of stewardship back into your hand. I am giving you divine ideas, concepts that will create wealth, inventions that will solve problems, and strategies that will multiply what you currently possess. You will walk through the marketplace with a quiet confidence, knowing that your source is not the economy of man, but the riches of my glory. I am the light that illuminates the hidden treasures in dark places. I am the wisdom that warns you of the devourer. I am the protection that keeps your resources from being drained by the unexpected. I am speaking to the barren areas of your career and your business. Be fruitful and multiply. I am speaking to the seeds you have sown in tears. Come forth as a harvest of joy. This prophecy is not a mere suggestion. It is a divine decree. As the rain comes down from heaven and does not return without watering the earth, so shall my word be. It will not return to me void. It will accomplish what I have sent it to do. Your wallet will be a constant reminder of my covenant. When you look at it, you will see not just money, but my faithfulness, my protection, and my love. I am teaching you the language of abundance. Instead of saying, I cannot afford it, you will begin to ask, How can I steward what my Father has given me to make this possible? I am shifting your perspective from one of scarcity to one of surplus. I am clearing the path for you. I am removing the obstacles of red tape and the barriers of bias. I am causing people of influence to remember your name in rooms you have not yet entered. I am orchestrating coincidences that are actually my direct interventions. This is the year of the great return. The years that were lost to struggle are being compressed into a season of rapid acceleration. You will do more in the next 12 months than you have done in the last 12 years because my favor is an accelerator. I am the God of the suddenly. Suddenly, the loan is approved. Suddenly, the promotion is offered. Suddenly, the debt is canceled. Suddenly, the investment matures. Believe in the suddenly, for I am the Lord who does not change. I am sealing this work in your spirit. Let the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and your mind. Let the joy of the Lord be your strength as you prepare for the increase. I am with you, I am for you, and I am your great reward. This time next year, you will stand in a place of abundance, looking back at this moment with tears of gratitude, marveling at the wonders I have performed. I am restoring the years of lean harvests with a bounty that overflows. Your hands will be used to build and to plant, not just to mend and to patch. Every dollar you receive will carry the fragrance of my blessing, and you will find that as you give, it is given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am establishing your household as a house of bread. Rest now in the assurance that it is done. The shadow of lack has vanished, and the dawn of my provision has arrived. I love you with an everlasting love, and it is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Receive it now. Child, as you receive this, know that the atmosphere around your finances is shifting even as these words settle into your soul. You have walked through seasons where the wind seemed to blow against every effort you made to save, where the ground seemed to swallow the seeds you planted before they could even sprout. But I tell you today, the wind has changed direction. I am breathing upon your labor with a celestial wind that brings life, not destruction. You have felt the weight of the not enough for too long, letting it dictate your sleep and color your prayers with desperation. But I am moving you into the more than enough. I am moving you into a place where your primary conversation with me will no longer be about survival, but about stewardship. I am opening the storehouses of heaven, not just to give you a momentary relief, but to establish a permanent foundation of sufficiency. The scarcity mindset that has been passed down through generations is being broken off your life in this very moment. I am rewriting the narrative of your lineage. Where there was a cycle of debt, I am instituting a cycle of surplus. Where there was a pattern of barely getting by, I am weaving a tapestry of generational wealth that will serve my purposes in the earth. Do not look at the current balance of your bank account as the final word on your future. My word is the final word, and my word says that I am your shepherd. You shall not want. I am the one who teaches you to profit, and I am leading you by the way you should go. Watch as I bring divine connections across your path, people who hold keys to doors you didn't even know existed. I am giving you the wisdom to recognize these moments, the courage to step through them, and the diligence to manage what I entrust to you. Your wallet will not be empty because it is no longer just yours. It is a vessel for my kingdom, and I never allow my vessels to run dry. Think of the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I clothe them in glory. How much more will I clothe you, my beloved child? I am removing the spirit of heaviness that comes with financial strain and replacing it with a garment of praise. You will walk with your head held high, not out of pride, but out of a deep-seated confidence that your Father is the owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills. This time next year, you will be a testimony of my faithfulness. You will be the one others come to for advice, for help, and for a witness of what I can do when a heart is fully surrendered to my provision. I am sharpening your discernment so you will see opportunities where others see obstacles. I am quieting the noise of the world's economy so you can hear the rhythm of my heavenly economy. In my kingdom, there is no recession. In my kingdom, the harvest is always white and ready. I am inviting you to live from that reality. Let go of the fear that tells you the other shoe is about to drop, or that this blessing is too good to be true. My goodness is the only truth that remains standing when everything else shakes. I am fortifying your household. I am sealing the leaks where your resources have been draining away through unforeseen circumstances and wasted efforts. I am putting a hedge of protection around your investments and your ideas. You will find that even the small things you have will begin to multiply, just as the bread and fish multiplied in my hands. You are entering a season of suddenly. Suddenly, the debt is cleared. Suddenly, the promotion comes. Suddenly, the idea that generates wealth is birthed. These are not accidents. They are the intentional acts of a father who delights in the prosperity of his children. Rest in this. Let the tension leave your shoulders. Let the furrow in your brow be smoothed by my hand. I am working behind the scenes in the places you cannot see, moving the hearts of kings and changing the laws of men to favor you. Your obedience has not been in vain. Your tithes and your offerings have risen as a sweet-smelling savor, and I am responding with an open heaven. Receive the peace that I offer you now, a peace that is not dependent on the stock market or the job market, but on my unchanging character. You are loved, you are provided for, and you are destined for an abundance that reflects my glory. This is my promise to you, and I am faithful to perform it. Trust me, for the dawn of your new financial day has already broken. Do not measure the ocean of my grace by the small cup of your current understanding. You have looked at your accounts and seen a limit, but I look at the heavens and see a limitless supply that is already being directed toward your name. This time next year, the heavy weight of not enough will be a distant memory, a shadow that has been chased away by the rising sun of my favor. I am moving you from the place of survival to the place of significance. You have sat in the silence of the night, counting the coins of your worry, but I have been counting the stars and naming them for your benefit. Every tear you shed over a bill unpaid has been stored in my bottle, and I am turning that salt into the seasoning of your success. Understand this, my child. I do not work within the constraints of your economy. I am the architect of the universe, and I am currently redesigning your financial architecture. This time next year, you will not recognize the reflection of your circumstances. Where there was a desert of debt, there shall be an oasis of surplus. I am teaching your hands to war and your fingers to fight in the realm of the spirit, but I am also teaching your heart to rest in the realm of the physical. My provision is not a reward for your perfection, but a manifestation of my covenant. I am removing the closed signs from the doors of opportunity that have been barred against you. I am sending people into your life who will see the value I have placed within you, and they will be compelled to assist in your elevation. You have felt like a secret, hidden away and forgotten, but I am bringing you into the public square of my blessing. Your wallet will not merely be not empty. It will be a conduit for the blessings of others. I am making you a distribution center for my kingdom. By this time next year, you will have more than enough to fulfill your needs, satisfy your desires, and sow into the lives of those who are currently where you are today. I am breaking the cycle of generational lack that has plagued your bloodline. I am snapping the chains of just enough that have restricted your vision. I am introducing you to the God of more than enough. Walk with me through these coming months. Listen for my whispers in the marketplace, for I will give you the divine intuition to know when to move and when to stand still. I will tell you when to invest, when to create, and when to hold. My wisdom is your greatest asset, far more valuable than the gold of this world, yet I will use that wisdom to bring that gold into your hands. Do not lean on your own understanding, for it is limited by what you have seen. Lean on my word, for it is limited only by my power, and my power is infinite. I am expanding your capacity to receive. I am stretching the borders of your influence. This time next year, you will stand as a living testimony to the fact that I am still the God who provides in the wilderness. You will tell the story of how the mountains of debt moved and the seas of lack parted just so you could walk on dry land toward your destiny. I am with you in the lean moments, and I am leading you into the fatness of the land. Take a deep breath and release the anxiety that has been your constant, heavy companion. It has no place in the heart of a child of the King. I am your provider. I am your source. I am your everything. And I am telling you now, with the authority of the one who spoke the worlds into being, the drought is over. The rains of my provision are falling even now, and though the ground may still look dry to your physical eyes, the seeds of your future abundance are already germinating beneath the surface. 12 months from now, the harvest will be so great that you will have to build new barns of gratitude to contain it. I am working on the timing, the people, and the circumstances. All I ask is that you keep your hand in mine. Your future is not a gamble. It is a guarantee signed in my own hand. Trust the process, for the potter is shaping your life into a vessel that can hold the overflow. You are being prepared for a weight of glory that includes the lifting of every financial burden. Peace be unto you, for your wallet is being filled from the treasuries of heaven. Do not look at the digits in your bank account as the final word on your worth or your future. Those numbers are subject to the fluctuating winds of a fallen world, but my word is an anchor that holds firm in the fiercest storm. When I tell you that your wallet will not be empty, I am not merely speaking of paper and coin. I am speaking of a flow of grace that ensures you will always have more than enough to fulfill the assignments I have placed upon your life. You have spent too many nights counting the gaps and measuring the voids. I am asking you now to stop looking at what has been taken and start looking at what is being birthed. The season of the empty cupboard is concluding its final act. Can you hear the sound of the abundance of rain? It is not a distant thunder. It is the rhythm of my footsteps as I approach your dwelling with the keys to your breakthrough. My child, the struggle has been long, and I have seen every tear shed over bills that seemed insurmountable and dreams that seemed to wither in the heat of financial lack. But I am the God of the turnaround. I am the one who turns water into wine, who feeds thousands with a few loaves, and who calls things that are not as though they were. This time next year, your testimony will not be about how you survived, but about how you thrived. You will look back at this moment, at these words, and you will see the exact coordinate where the tide began to turn. I am removing the spirit of heaviness that has settled over your finances. I am breaking the cycle of just enough and leading you into the broad land of more than enough. Understand this. The wealth of the kingdom is not meant to be a stagnant pool, but a rushing river. As I pour into you, I am teaching you how to be a conduit. The reason your wallet will not be empty is because you have learned the secret of the open hand. You have understood that whatever I can get through you, I will get to you. I am preparing you for a level of stewardship that requires a heart free from the fear of tomorrow. Fear is the thief of vision. It blinds you to the opportunities I am placing right before your eyes. I am giving you wealth sight, the ability to see the hidden treasures and the secret riches stored in dark places. I am positioning you for divine appointments with people who hold the keys to doors you didn't even know existed. Prophesy over your own house, my child. Say to your walls, provision is here. Say to your debt, the Lord has paid my ransom. Say to your future, you are bright and brimming with the goodness of God. Do not wait until the harvest is in the barn to sing your song of praise. Sing it now in the empty field, for the vibrations of your faith are the very things that call the seeds to rise. I am rearranging the stars of your destiny to align with the promises I made to you before the foundations of the world. No weapon formed against your prosperity shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against your financial freedom I shall condemn. You are the head and not the tail. You are the lender and not the borrower. These are not just ancient words. They are your current reality, waiting to be manifested by the power of your belief. There will be surprises in the coming months, emails that change your trajectory, phone calls that offer unexpected favor, and ideas that drop into your spirit like golden coins from heaven. Pay attention to the still small voice that prompts you to move, to give, or to wait. My wisdom is your greatest asset. While the world relies on its systems and its fragile economies, you rely on the Rock of Ages. I am not limited by the market. I am not constrained by the politics of men. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and the hills themselves are mine. If I need to move a mountain to provide for you, I will do it. If I need to part a sea to get you to your land of promise, the waters will stand aside. Rest in me. The anxiety that has kept you awake is a thief of your strength. I am giving you the sleep of the beloved. When you wake, do not wake to worry, but wake to wonder. Wonder what I will do today to bring you closer to that full wallet and that overflowing life. Your journey toward abundance is not a sprint. It is a walk of intimacy. Every step you take with me is a step away from the shadows of poverty and into the sunlight of my provision. I am your Father, and it is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. This time next year, the memory of this current struggle will be like a dream from which you have long since awakened. You will stand in the light of my favor, and your hands will be full, your heart will be light, and your wallet will be a testament to the fact that I am a God who keeps his word. Trust me, for the best is not just coming, it is already here, unfolding like a flower in the warmth of my love. Do you see the horizon shifting? Can you feel the weight of my glory beginning to replace the heaviness of your burdens? I am not a God who speaks in empty riddles. I am the God of the manifestation. For too long, you have lived in the just enough or not enough season, but I am ushering you into the more than enough era. I am looking into your bank accounts, into your cupboards, and into your very spirit, and I am declaring a divine surplus. This transition is not merely about currency. It is about the currency of your faith meeting the boundlessness of my grace. I am healing the trauma of lack that has dictated your choices for years. You have made decisions based on fear, based on the bottom line of a ledger that I did not write. But now, I am taking the pen. I am rewriting your financial history. Every tear you shed over a bill you could not pay, every sigh you breathed when you looked at an empty shelf, those have been recorded, and I am sending the compensation of heaven. Your wallet will not be empty this time next year because I am teaching you the secrets of the kingdom's wealth. It is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. I am planting seeds of innovation within you. I am quickening your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles. I am bringing people across your path who carry the keys to doors you didn't even know existed. You are entering a season of suddenlies. Suddenly, the debt will be canceled. Suddenly, the promotion will come. Suddenly, the investment will yield 100-fold. But even in the suddenness, know that I have been working in the shadows for a long time. I have been preparing the soil of your character to handle the weight of the gold I am about to entrust to you. If I gave it to you before you were ready, it would be a burden, not a blessing. But you are ready now. You have learned to trust me in the lean times, and now you will learn to honor me in the times of plenty. I am stretching the borders of your influence. Your wallet will be a reservoir from which many will drink. You will become a source of hope for others who are where you used to be. I am making you a distribution center for my goodness. Do not hold on to the blessing with a clenched fist. Keep your hand open, for an open hand is the only one that can both give and receive. This time next year, you will walk into stores without the shadow of calculation hovering over you. You will give to the needy with a joyful heart, knowing that your supply is inexhaustible because it is linked to my throne. I am breaking the ancestral chains of poverty that have bound your lineage for generations. I am the God who turns slaves into kings, and I am crowning you with favor. Listen to my voice in the quiet moments. I will give you instructions that may seem small, but they are the hinges upon which great doors turn. Obey me in the little things, for they are the pathways to the great things. The dry ground is beginning to soak up the early rain. Can you smell the scent of the coming harvest? It is rich, it is heavy, and it is yours. I am the Lord your provider, and I have never failed to sustain the birds of the air or the lilies of the field. How much more will I do for you, my beloved? Your wallet will be a testament, a physical evidence of a spiritual reality. When people look at your life, they will not see your effort, they will see my hand. They will ask how this happened, and you will point to me. Your life is becoming a sermon of my faithfulness. Rest in this truth. Let the peace that passes all understanding guard your heart and your mind. The struggle is over. The shift has begun. You are moving from the wilderness of not yet to the promised land of it is done. I am with you, I am for you, and I am providing for you even now in ways you cannot yet perceive. Breathe deeply of my presence, for in my presence is the fullness of joy, and at my right hand are pleasures and provisions forevermore. Think of the widow's cruse of oil. It did not fill because she had a surplus of oil, but because she had a surplus of containers. I am asking you today to enlarge your capacity to receive. Do not limit me by your past experiences or by the current state of the world's systems. My economy is not subject to inflation, and my treasury is never depleted. I am the God who calls those things that are not as though they were. Therefore, I call your wallet full. I call your debts paid. I call your future secure. I am sending an angel of provision to guard your steps and to prepare the way before you. This time next year, the struggle you are currently facing will be a distant memory, a story you tell to encourage those who are still in the valley. You will say to them, I was where you are, but the Lord brought me out into a spacious place. I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Your finances are being sanctified. I am removing the devourer from your fields. The holes in your pockets are being mended. No longer will your money disappear into the void of unexpected crises and endless repairs. I am bringing a season of stability and peace. You will build and inhabit. You will plant and eat the fruit. You will not labor in vain or bear children for calamity. For you are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and your offspring with you. I am breathing life into your dormant dreams. Those ideas you tucked away because you lacked the funds to pursue them, bring them out again. I am providing the capital for your calling. I am the investor who never loses. Your success is my joy. I am your Father, and I love to see you walk in the fullness of your inheritance. This is not about greed. It is about the glory of God being revealed through a life that is lacking nothing. When you have enough, you can be the hands and feet of my compassion. You are being positioned to be a blessing to the nations. Feel the shift in the atmosphere. The pressure is lifting. The clouds are parting. The sun of righteousness is rising with healing in its wings, and it is shining directly upon your path. Walk forward with confidence. Do not look back at the shadows. Look forward to the light. Every day between now and this time next year is a day of progression. I am building your wealth brick by brick, miracle by miracle. Some will be large and some will be small, but all will be from me. Trust the process, for I am the master architect of your life. I have planned your prosperity since before you were born. It is time for the plan to manifest. It is time for the daughter and the son to inherit. My word will not return to me void, but it will accomplish that which I purpose. And I purpose that your wallet will overflow, your cup will run over, and you will dwell in the house of my provision all the days of your life. This is my promise to you. This is my covenant. And I am a God who keeps his covenant to 1,000 generations. As you move further into this sacred year of transformation, I want you to feel the deep, resonant vibration of my voice within your very soul. This is not a distant echo from a far-off deity, but the intimate whisper of a father who is intimately acquainted with every detail of your existence. I have counted the hairs on your head, and I have counted every penny that has ever left your hand in a moment of fear. I have seen the nights you sat at your kitchen table, staring at numbers that did not seem to add up, wondering how the gap would be closed. I was there in the silence, and I am here now in the shouting of my grace. The gap is being closed, not by your frantic striving, but by my sovereign hand. Understand that the economy of my kingdom is not subject to the fluctuations of the world's markets. While the world may tremble at reports of scarcity, you must stand firm on the report of the Lord. I am bringing you into a season of suddenlies. Suddenly, the phone will ring with an opportunity you did not solicit. Suddenly, a debt you thought was permanent will be forgiven or settled in a way you never expected. Suddenly, the seeds you sowed in tears years ago will burst through the soil in a harvest of joy. I am the God of the harvest, and I have not forgotten a single seed. Every act of generosity you performed when you yourself were in need has been recorded in the ledgers of heaven. Those seeds have been growing in the secret place, nurtured by the dew of my favor, and now they are ripening for your benefit. You will walk into rooms you did not build and eat from vineyards you did not plant. This is the nature of the inheritance I am releasing to you. My child, do not let your heart be troubled by the shadows of the past. The lack you experienced was but a schoolmaster, teaching you to look to me as your only provider. Now that you have learned to lean, I am teaching you how to lead. I am raising you up to be a distributor of my wealth. As your wallet fills, let your heart expand even further. Use the abundance I give you to be a light in the darkness, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, and to build my kingdom on the earth. The more you give, the more I will entrust to you. It is a divine cycle of increase that knows no end. Visualize yourself 1 year from today. See the smile on your face, not because of the money itself, but because of the freedom it represents. Freedom from the heavy yoke of not enough. Freedom to say yes to the dreams I have placed in your heart. Freedom to walk with your head held high, knowing that you are a child of the King. This is the reality I am manifesting for you. I am weaving your life into a tapestry of triumph. Every thread of sorrow is being replaced with a thread of gold. Every tear is being turned into a pearl of wisdom. You are being refined in the fire of my love, and you are coming forth as gold. This time next year, your testimony will be a beacon of hope to those who are currently where you used to be. You will tell them of my faithfulness. You will tell them how I stepped into your financial wilderness and turned it into a garden of delights. You will tell them that your wallet did not stay empty because your Father is the King of glory. Rest in this truth. Let it settle deep into your marrow. I am working even when you cannot see it. I am moving pieces on the chessboard of your life to ensure your victory. There is no power in heaven or on earth that can stop the blessing I have commanded over you. It is signed in my own blood and sealed by my Spirit. Walk forward with the gait of a conqueror. Speak with the authority of an heir. Live with the peace of the perfected. I am with you, I am for you, and I am your exceeding great reward. Every barrier that stood in your way is crumbling now. Every gate that was locked against you is being dismantled. I am the breaker who goes before you, clearing the path so that your feet do not stumble. Your wallet is not merely a container for currency. It is a symbol of my provision, and I declare that it shall be a well that never runs dry. Drink deep from the fountain of my goodness, for it is your time to flourish. My child, lean your head against my chest and listen to the steady, unchangeable rhythm of my heart beating for you. The whispers of the enemy that once told you that you would always be behind, that you would always be struggling to catch your breath between payments, are being silenced right now by the roar of my favor. I am the God of the overflow, and I am not limited by the economies of men, the fluctuations of the markets, or the scarcity of this world. When I speak a word over your life, the very molecules of the earth must align to bring it to pass. You have felt the weight of the drought for so long, but the sound of an abundance of rain is already echoing in the heavens. Can you hear it? It is the sound of chains breaking, of ledgers being cleared, and of storehouses being opened by my own hand. I am not just giving you enough to survive. I am giving you the power to create wealth so that my covenant may be established through you. Look at your hands. I have anointed them for increase. Everything you touch from this moment forward will begin to respond to the life of Christ within you. There is a specific grace being poured out upon you right now, a grace for restoration. Everything the locust has eaten, every year lost to anxiety and deprivation, I am returning to you with interest. I am a just God, and I have seen the tears you shed in the secret place. I have heard the silent prayers of a heart that wanted to give to others but had nothing in its hand. Because you honored me in your heart even when your pockets were empty, I will now honor you in your plenty. This journey you are on is not a path toward poverty, but a pilgrimage toward the fullness of my glory. Do not fear the magnitude of the blessing I am preparing. Some will look at you and wonder how it happened, for they saw you in your low estate and labeled you as one who would never rise. You will tell them, "It was the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes." I am removing the spirit of just enough and replacing it with the spirit of more than enough. You will become a conduit, a river through which my provision flows to a thirsty world. Your wallet is being transformed into a vessel of testimony. Every time you open it, let it remind you of my faithfulness. I am breathing upon your finances, your creative ideas, and your investments. Where there was barrenness, there shall be 100-fold harvest. Where there was confusion, there shall be divine strategy and supernatural wisdom. I am placing keys in your hand, keys to doors you did not even know existed. These are the doors to generational wealth, the doors to total freedom from the bondage of debt, and the doors to a legacy that will outlive your natural years. Do not look at the circumstances, look at me. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. If I have said it, I will do it. If I have spoken it, I will bring it to pass. Rest in the absolute assurance that your future is secure in my hands. You are moving into a season of divine ease, where the blessings will literally overtake you. You will not have to chase them. They will find you because you are walking in the light of my love. This time next year, your joy will be full, your accounts will be overflowing, and your heart will be at rest, knowing that I am truly your provider, your protector, and your king. The shadows of lack are fleeing, and the dawn of your prosperity is here. Walk in the light of this truth, for it is my delight to see you prosper in all things, even as your soul prospers. I am weaving a tapestry of abundance around your life, and not a single thread will be missing. Feel the warmth of my presence enveloping you, washing away the residue of past failures and the shame of financial struggle. You are new. Your season is new. Your provision is new. I love you with an everlasting love, and my resources are your resources. Go forth in this confidence, for the King has spoken, and it is so. You shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, and your house shall be a house of praise. Behold, the echo of your praise has reached the heights of my throne, and in response I am releasing a rain that does not cease. You have known the dryness of the wilderness, where every drop of provision was gathered with struggle, but now you are entering the land of your inheritance, a land of brooks, of fountains, and of depths that spring out of valleys and hills. My child, listen closely. The struggle is not your identity. The lack you experienced was but a shadow, and shadows have no power when the Son of Righteousness rises with healing in his wings. I am healing your relationship with provision. No longer will you view money as a cruel master or a fleeting shadow. You will see it as a tool in the hands of my beloved child, a resource intended to bring my kingdom to the earth. This time next year, the very fabric of your reality will be different. I am doing a work in the unseen realms, rearranging the circumstances of your life to align with my abundance. You have felt the friction of resistance for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to glide upon the oil of my favor. But the oil is being poured out now. It is flowing over your head, down your garments, and onto the very work of your hands. Everything you touch shall begin to vibrate with the life of my Spirit. I am removing the holes in your pockets, those spiritual leaks that drained your resources as fast as they came in. I am sealing the breaches. I am securing your storehouse. I want you to envision your wallet not as a small, leather object, but as a symbol of my covenant. I am the one who fills the hungry with good things, and I have declared that you shall not go empty-handed. When you reach for what you need, you will find that I have already placed it there. There will be fish with coins in their mouths appearing in your life, unexplained blessings, rebates you didn't expect, promotions you didn't seek, and gifts from sources you never knew existed. This is not by your might, nor by your power, but by my Spirit. I am the God of the breakthrough, and I am breaking through the walls of limitation that have hemmed you in for generations. Yes, I am looking at the lineage of lack that came before you, and I am severing that cord. You are the one who will break the cycle. You are the one who will teach your children's children the language of abundance. Because you have trusted me in the lean times, I can trust you in the fat times. I am preparing your heart to handle the weight of the glory I am about to bestow. Do not fear the increase. Do not shrink back from the magnitude of the blessing. It is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. As the months unfold between now and this time next year, you will witness a series of divine coincidences that are actually my fingerprints upon your path. I am orchestrating meetings with people who carry the keys to your next level. I am clearing the debris of past debt. I am canceling the assignments of the devourer over your harvest. You will sow in joy, and you will reap in a shouting confidence. The seeds you planted in tears, the sacrifices you made when it hurt to give, have not been forgotten. They have been germinating in the fertile soil of my faithfulness, and the harvest is now coming to full term. Rest in this. I am your source. Not the economy, not your employer, not your own cleverness. I am the Lord your God who teaches you to profit. I am holding your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you. When the world speaks of recession, you shall speak of my progression. When others see a drought, you shall see a downpour. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. You are marked for favor. You are branded with my blessing. Walk with your head held high, for the King is your Father, and his treasury is open to you. This time next year, you will be a living testimony that my word does not return to me void, but accomplishes all that I have purposed. Your wallet will be full, your heart will be steady, and your soul will be satisfied in the fatness of my house. I have spoken it, and I will bring it to pass. My beloved, listen closely to the rhythm of my heart as I speak over your future. You have long lived in the shadow of just enough, but I am calling you out into the sunshine of more than enough. The seasons of scraping the bottom of the barrel are coming to an abrupt end. I am the architect of your supply, and I have designed a new blueprint for your household. Think not that your current circumstances are the final word on your destiny. They are merely the backdrop for the miracle I am about to perform. When I look at your wallet, I do not see the vacuum that fear sees. I see a vessel that I am currently preparing to overflow. This transformation is not a reward for your perfection, but a manifestation of my grace and a fulfillment of my covenant. I am healing the trauma of poverty that has settled in your bones, erasing the memory of those nights you spent calculating how to make a penny stretch into a pound. Those days are fading like a mist. I am releasing a fresh anointing of prosperity upon your hands. Everything you touch shall begin to throb with the life of my spirit. You will find that opportunities will seek you out. Divine connections will appear as if from nowhere. I am moving people and shifting circumstances to ensure that, by this time next year, your testimony will be one of absolute restoration. I am the God of the locust-eaten years, and I am paying you back with interest. Your debt will melt like wax before the fire of my presence. Your bank accounts will breathe a sigh of relief as the heavy pressure of lack is lifted. But remember, this abundance is not for you to hoard. It is a river intended to flow through you. As I fill your wallet, I am also expanding your heart for the needy. You will become a distribution center for my kingdom. You will lend and not borrow. You will be the head and not the tail. Can you perceive it? Even now, in the spiritual realm, the clouds are heavy with the rain of my provision. The sound of abundance is already echoing in the halls of heaven. I am stripping away the spirit of heaviness and clothing you with the garment of praise. No longer will you dread the arrival of a bill or the notification of an expense. You will look at every financial challenge and smile, knowing that your Father's credit is limitless. Trust the process of this hidden preparation. Sometimes I must empty the old wine from the wineskin before I can pour in the new. If you feel a stripping away, know that it is only to make room for the weight of glory I am about to bestow. This time next year, you will walk into stores, into banks, and into the lives of others with a quiet confidence that stems from knowing your source is inexhaustible. I am your Jehovah Jireh. I am the one who sees your need before you even whisper it. I am the one who answers before you call. Believe me when I say that the famine is over, the drought has ended, the harvest is ripe. I am opening the windows of heaven over your life and pouring out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive. I am sharpening your discernment so you will know where to sow and where to reap. You will no longer waste your substance on things that do not satisfy. I am giving you a heart of wisdom to manage the overflow, for as the abundance comes, I will also provide the capacity to steward it well. You are being prepared for a global impact. Your wallet will not be empty because it is connected to a heart that is wide open to my leading. By this time next year, the tears you shed over your bank balance will be replaced by tears of joy as you write checks that change lives. You are my partner in this world, and together, we will manifest the abundance of heaven on the earth. Fear not, little flock, for it is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Your wallet will be a fountain of blessing, and your life will be a monument to my grace. This is the hour of your visitation. I have already gone into your future and paved the way. I have already spoken to the people you need to meet. I have already signed the documents that need to be signed. Everything is being aligned for your breakthrough. Walk in this reality. Speak this reality. Live this reality. Receive it now.